This is News 4 San Antonio Today, the only local news station with nonstop news.
It is what we do. Good morning, Nonstop News starts right now. We are the only TV station in town commercial free all the way up until the top of the hour.
We have you covered this morning. We just heard from Jeannette, and she'll give us a deeper look at weather in just a few minutes.
Yeah, red and green, the colors of Christmas, red and green, the colors on Joy's map today. A lot of red, in fact.
Yeah, the good news here, though, David, is that things are starting to look a little bit nicer along I-35. And all of our issues today have been kind enough to stay in one spot. I-35 has really been our only concern since we started. But photojournalist David Mendoza was driving through that area when that good news came in that things are opening up. Good morning, David.
Hey, good morning. Well, let's lead with bad news because I just passed 35 North. Yeah, 35 North, and right before you hit 1604, there's a very large police and fire presence out there. Looks like a major car accident has just happened as you're in the northbound lanes of 35 approaching 1604. I saw about 6 or 7 police cars out there. Right now, though, 35 South hitting another delay. I'm approaching Wurzbach Parkway. It's slow, 35, and I think the delay on 35 North is about to grow significantly. I'll keep you updated and let you know how long I sit in this. Back to you.
Oh, David, we were looking up and up there. So as soon as we got those construction closures opened up, sounds like that's when that accident happened. So northbound lanes of I-35 likely to build up again. We'll keep a close eye on it for you. Give you another update here before 7 a.m. with your on-time traffic.
City Council expected to take the issue of moving elections from May to November. It's been a big topic by the mayor. She brought it up a couple of weeks ago, and she is hoping to get a vote on that issue very soon.
Yeah, they're probably going to get to this issue at council this morning. News 4 San Antonio's Christina De Leon has more on the mayor's plans later this morning to get this resolution adopted. Good morning, Christina.
Yeah, good morning, Marissa. Good morning, everyone. You know, today, city councils are going to be meeting up in a few hours to discuss that resolution to change elections permanently from May into November. Some say oftentimes May elections, they just interfere with things like Fiesta, and there is a low turnout. In fact, we saw a 9% voter turnout this year in May elections compared to almost a 20% turnout in November elections. It was recently authorized to make that kind of a change in an amendment to Texas election code during this 89th legislative session, so it can be done. But it has to be done fast. Mayor Gina Ortiz-Jones is in favor. She's made it no secret of this plan. She's going to actually host a rally on the steps of City Hall before the council meeting at 8 a.m. But not everyone is in favor of a rush to get this approved.
Voters associate voting with November, and that's why Houston, Dallas, Austin, all of their municipal elections are in November. I would hate for us to miss out on this opportunity.
Some of these other cities that have made the move have taken it to their voters first. They've had time to discuss the issue of moving the elections with their community, and we really haven't had that here.
So what's next? Well, today's city council meeting, it's going to happen at 9 a.m. and a final vote on this decision. It has to be made by the end of the year in order for this to happen in the next election cycle, which could come as early as 2029. And of course, we're going to continue to follow this and let you know what happens. Live in the Content Center, I'm Christina De Leon. We will send it back to you guys in the studio.
Christina, thank you. San Antonio's iconic Rainbow Crosswalk will be removed by January 15th. We learned the city never submitted a specific exemption request as outlined by TxDOT. The process started after Governor Abbott ordered political ideologies be removed from Texas streets. TxDOT requested that a city engineer certify the crosswalk meet state regulations. The engineer determined it did not. San Antonio city officials say they plan to install rainbow-colored sidewalk treatments near that intersection where the rainbow crosswalks will be removed, to continue recognizing and supporting the LGBTQ+ community.
One of the kids got stabbed in the neck with a pair of scissors, and I immediately called my granddaughter, and no answer. You know, then you wonder, is it your kid?
Across Texas, a high school student stabbed to death, stabbed to death yesterday in Baytown. That incident happened during science class. 2 kids got into a fight. The NBC station there in Houston reporting the victim was a minor and the weapon was a pair of scissors, as you heard that woman say as well. Police arrested an 18-year-old for this. Classes are expected to resume today.
Time now is 6:46. Whooping cough cases are rising in Texas as vaccination rates drop. Nationwide, numbers of the potentially deadly disease are topping at more than 26,000. in Texas. The number quadrupled this year. A 2-week-old Texas infant was diagnosed with the disease only after a trip to the ER and 3 doctor visits.
They did tell us that if we didn't bring her in when we did, there is a high possibility she wouldn't have seen the next day.
We've noticed an increase in children presenting to the emergency room with it. And
Are they vaccinated?
None of the ones I've seen have been.
Whooping cough has been preventable since the 1940s. The CDC recommends a 5-shot series for children starting at 2 months and then a booster between the ages of 11 and 12.
Less than 15 minutes now before 7 a.m. In this morning's headlines, former special counsel Jack Smith testifying behind closed doors on Capitol Hill yesterday. He answered questions from the House Judiciary Committee as part of the investigation into his alleged weaponization of the Justice Department. Part of his opening statement is public, including the part where he claims that his team developed proof beyond unreasonable doubt that President Trump criminally conspired to overturn the 2020 election. He also continued his claims that President Trump hoarded classified documents at a home in Florida. Smith reportedly wanted the entire deposition made public, but his lawyers say it's Republicans who are the ones that shot that down.
Chairman Jordan made an excellent decision in not allowing Jack Smith to testify publicly, because had he done so, it would have been absolutely devastating to the president.
This was a very coordinated effort of lawfare to try to jail their political opponent and deny the American people their ability to vote for a candidate that actually won. Jack Smith is a total dirtbag.
Smith could now potentially testify before the Senate Judiciary Committee. Gen Z changing the way bars operate. President Trump touted his administration's economic wins last night in his primetime speech.
Jane King is live at the New York Stock Exchange with those stories and more. Good morning, Jane.
Hi, David and Marisa. Good morning. As President Trump tried to reassure Americans about the economy in a primetime speech last night, he touted falling gas prices and that native-born workers have gained all the net new jobs. Now, he credited tariffs with protecting jobs and also announced that dividend for service members in the amount of $1,776. He also outlined plans for the new Federal Reserve chair next year, who he believes will more aggressively cut interest rates. Well, Gen Z drinks less than generations before them, but they still feel kind of awkward talking about alcohol, where they go out, what they order. Now, Gen Z's approach is shaped by anxiety about health concerns, but then also the cost. I mean, there's some cocktails that are 15, 18, 20, even more. And so many young adults opting for soda, coffee, mocktails instead. Sober bars are cropping up in some cities. And one operator told Business Insider that every bar will have to expand its non-alcoholic offerings to stay competitive. Well, here's how to save some money next time you fly. Try a smaller airport. Dollar Flight Club found that these airports, which are typically 30 to 100 miles away from a major hub, often host a variety of budget airlines like Allegiant and Spirit and Frontier, which can charge up to 50% less on fares than the major hubs. And secondary airports have lower landing fees, facility charges, and passenger taxes, so they're able to pass their savings on to the customer in the form of lower fares. And American Airlines betting big on luxury to regain altitude, from lie flat seats and Bollinger Champagne to Lavazza coffee and ultra-fast Wi-Fi. American is rolling out a premium makeover to claw background lost to Delta and United. So we'll focus on high-end products, loyalty perks, also richer credit card benefits. And stocks declined yesterday. Investors continuing that same kind of trend we've seen over the past week or so, getting out of AI names into other sectors. The Nasdaq down 400 points. Now this morning, we are looking a little bit higher. We get an inflation number today. This would be for the month of November. So we're gradually getting back to normal after the government shutdown. Live from the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King. Back to you.
Jane, I don't want to make fun of the kids. I don't want to come across as, I don't know, drunk or whatever, but a sober bar, that seems a little odd.
It does. I know. Yeah. I mean, what do you do? Like, it's just so, it's such a foreign concept, but I will say I've had some great mocktails. I mean, you're just not in the mood, or maybe you got to get up the next morning, whatever. Okay. Great one. They have fruit juice in them. They're healthier than a soda. So I'm liking the mocktail trend.
I do feel like when we do these stories, I feel like the divide between our generation, because we're all about the same age, and like Gen Z is just getting bigger by the second.
Yeah. I know. They're so different.
That must mean we're old, or at least me. Anyway, the great Jane King there live in New York. Jane, have a great day.
It's your ugly Christmas sweater's time to shine. By wearing it to any Dairy Queen tomorrow, Friday, you can get a free mini blizzard treat. You must redeem the offer, though, through the app. Right now, Dairy Queen has 2 holiday-themed treats, their new peppermint bark blizzard, as well as the returning frosted sugar cookie blizzard.
All right, this is gross. Interesting news from the NFL. Officials warning the Detroit Lions they'll be penalized for a celebration that imitates them picking their nose. So these 3 players added to the twist to their first down celebrations against the Rams. They mimic what's going on here. That's just that is yucky. In the latest podcast episode, receiver Amon St. Brown said that officials told them to stop that celebration. Lions have been penalized for celebrations in the past. One player penalized and fined about $14,000 for hugging and sliding down the goalpost. We don't need a kids, so that's yucky. Let's stop.
Now your certified most accurate 4-zone weather with meteorologist Jeannette Caille.
Oh.
Can I say what I said?
Yeah.
I said all these penalties in the NFL now just ridiculous.
There
Let
are
them
some
celebrate the way they want to celebrate.
Oh, you think
as long as it's not like something that's offensive. Nose picking. I mean, they're not really picking their nose. Who is that offending? I'm just saying. Anyway, I think it takes away from the fun. No.
Some celebration. Yes, the no fun league is what they've been described. But,
there you go.
I don't need kids imitating that.
Can't they just dance like they used to? You know, like
yes,
doing the Dougie or whatever.
Oh, do the Dougie.
I can't.
Weak cold front, then it comes. David, that's not the Dougie. The weak cold front comes in later today. Once it comes in, the wind picks up. It'll be breezy to windy this afternoon. Gusts 20 to near 30 miles an hour. Briefly cools down tonight into your Friday. It's going to be colder tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow afternoon highs in the 60s. Very brief cool down because it's going to warm up this weekend, and it's going to stay warm. Actually, let's go back here. It's going to stay warm through Christmas week. Here is the temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. This is from the 23rd through the 27th. Not only is it going to be above normal here, warmer than normal, this is the case across the entire country. Just way more above normal across the south central plains, which of course includes Texas, talking highs 10 to 15 plus degrees above the normal. Normal's low to mid 60s. We'll be in the upper 70s today, 60s tomorrow, and then we're back to the mid and upper 70s from this weekend through next week, and near 80 on Christmas Day. Live look outside. God bless you, Lois. Raul P. Rodriguez, low weather cameras across the zones. Not as foggy here in San Antonio. Most of the fog is just to our west. Uvalde, you can see the fog there. In Hondo, Pleasanton, and just north of Carrizo Springs, patches of dense fog. That's where you really have to be careful because visibility in those spots near a quarter of a mile. Dense fog advisory for much of the area until mid-morning. Could see some sprinkles or mist from the clouds. There goes the cold front right now. It's draped across North Texas. No rain along the tail end of the front, and it's going to come through dry. Most of the rain farther to the north. We'll see the front getting into the hill country by about 11 a.m., 12 noon, and then coming through San Antonio closer to 1 or 2 p.m. Again, more high winds later in the day. Tonight, tomorrow morning, we'll have clear skies with colder temperatures. I want to point out that we'll see some cloudiness both Saturday morning and Sunday morning, and then clouds for Monday in the morning. Could see some showers here Monday in the afternoon, and that's with Gulf moisture coming back. Let's take you through the day. So patchy fog, clouds, mist until about 9, 10 a.m. Then we're looking at sunny skies. Forecasting a high of 77. Tomorrow, 44 in the morning, 67 in the afternoon. First day of winter is on Sunday. We'll be in the mid-70s. Slight rain chance on Monday. Here's the extended forecast for the other 3 zones. Temperatures, well, cooling down a bit for Friday and then warming right back up. That's the trend in the hill country and the eastern zone as well. After today, very little to no rain expected.
Well, after reopening lanes from construction along I-35 this morning, we unfortunately followed it up with an accident. So that's going to be in the northbound lanes of I-35 at Top Irvine. So now building up that delay again, looking at about an extra 15 to 20 minutes or so. Southbound I-35 is looking a little bit better than it did earlier. Photojournalist David Mendoza is live from RoadCam and has spent most of his morning in that area. Good morning, David.
Hey, Joy, yes, the saga continues on I-35. So let's lead with good news. The good news is from 1604, 35 south to 410, we're looking pretty good. It only took me about 10 minutes to get through. Not a bad delay, 35 north, watch out. That accident looks pretty bad. I'll leave you with that, folks. Drive safe, have a great Thursday, and back to you.
All right, happy Thursday, David. Thanks, that's the latest.
Thank you, Joy. TikTok hosts its first ever award show in the U.S. today. The award show has been held in 20 countries over the last 5 years, but this is the first time it will be on U.S. soil. Categories for this year's show include Breakthrough Artist of the Year and Video of the Year. Grammy Award winner Ciara will perform her greatest hits, and TV personality Lala Anthony will host the show. The award show will stream live on TikTok and Tubi at 8 o'clock our time.
By the way, if you guys like TikTok, you should go every morning and go on to Marisa's TikTok page because she live streams behind the scenes. Oh, some stuff. Yeah, some stuff you've never seen before.
Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll see you at noon.
Today's a gift. Make it count. Have a great Thursday.